If you run an independent grocery store, you know you're just swimming in data, right? Every single scan, every sale, every shipment, it's just this constant stream of noise. So the real question, the one that matters, is how do you cut through all of that and turn it into actual smart decisions? The kind that really boost your bottom line. Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
All right, let's jump right in. We're looking at a problem that every single grocer knows and frankly hates to see. What you're looking at here is what the EM platform calls missing on shelf. See that coconut cream? That one item is costing this store over $250 just because it's not there. We're not just talking about an empty space on a shelf here. This is a silent, invisible bleed in your revenue.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? I mean, it's one thing to know you lost a sale. That's frustrating. But the real power, the game changer, is when your own data tells you exactly what to do next. When it gives you a clear path from, uh-oh, there's a problem, to, okay, it's fixed. Instantly.
Look, we all know independent grocery stores are built on experience, on gut feeling, and that is a huge, huge strength. But let's be real. When you're juggling thousands of different products, even the sharpest instinct is still kind of just a guess if you don't have the data to back it up. And in this business, guessing is just another word for losing money.
I want you to think about the daily grind for a second. You know what I'm talking about? The stockouts you don't even know about until a customer is standing there annoyed, or that slow, sneaky price creep from vendors that just eats away at your margins little by little. And oh man, the hours spent manually punching in purchase orders. These are the daily headaches, the constant battles that this system is built to take on for you.
So here's what's really interesting, and honestly, it's probably what you're wondering about right now. This isn't about some massive, painful overhaul. You're not ripping out your existing point-of-sale system. No way. It doesn't replace your POS. It actually works alongside it, kind of like an operational co-pilot, handling all the nitty-gritty of receiving, pricing, and just getting things done.
And that whole approach makes perfect sense when you hear where it came from. EM was literally shaped in the trenches of real grocery operations, places where speed, accuracy, and just being consistent are everything, every single day. So a great way to think of it is like the little brother to your main system. It was built from the store floor up, and it's designed to support and beef up the system you already have in place.
Okay, so here's the simplest way to break it down. Your POS system? It's like a perfect historian. It gives you a flawless record of what you sold yesterday. The EM platform, though, that's your strategist. It looks at all that history, figures out what it actually means, and then tells you what to do about it for tomorrow. And not just tomorrow, but like right now.
All right, enough with the theory. Let's see what this looks like in the real world for a real buyer. This is where we go from data to decision, turning a potential problem into a profitable action in like seconds.
So it all starts here. The system is working 24/7, constantly analyzing how fast things are selling. Take this rice stick, for example. The system sees sales are trending way up, and boom, it automatically flags a stockout risk. And this isn't just a simple alert, it's a smart projection. It's telling you, hey, based on how fast this is flying off the shelf, you're gonna run out.
And then comes the best part. The platform doesn't just wave a red flag and walk away. Nope, it hands you the solution. See that smart order button? With one click, it crunches the numbers and tells you the exact amount you need to order to keep up with demand for the next month. No more guessing, no more overstocking and tying up cash. Just a simple, data-driven decision. And that right there, that is the simple, powerful loop that this is all built on. Notice how we're not getting bogged down in 100 different charts and graphs. This isn't about data overload. It's about a super focused path. Identify a problem and immediately get the tool to solve it. That's it. But what's really, really cool is that this isn't just a tool for the folks in the back office. This intelligence, this power, extends all the way out onto the store floor. It puts these incredibly useful, but simple, tools right into the hands of your entire team.
And you can see that difference perfectly right here. On one side, you've got the buyer's view, a total deep dive into a product, sales history, margins, cost changes, the whole shebang. But then on the other side, you see what the floor staff gets. A super clean, simple interface for the things they need to do right now. A quick price check or looking up an expiration date. Fast and easy.
And these tools are all about speed. Just imagine this for a second. One of your team members spots a missing shelf tag. The old way, they trudge all the way back to the office, print it, and walk all the way back. The new way, they pull out a handheld scanner, look up the item right there, and hit print on a wireless printer in that very aisle.
Think about that. That's a huge amount of time saved, and it makes sure your pricing is always accurate.
So, okay, what does all this actually add up to in the real world? Let's talk about the bottom line. Let's look at the kind of results this built-from-the-floor-up approach delivers in a real high-volume store.
First off, this is not a science experiment. This platform wasn't cooked up in some lab. It was developed, tested, and proven in a single store that does over $25 million in annual revenue. So yeah, it's been battle-tested where it counts.
Now check out this efficiency gain. This is huge. Processing just one shipment, that used to be a 1-hour job of mind-numbing manual data entry. With this system, it's a 10-minute task. That's not just a small improvement. That's giving your team back more than 80% of their time on that task, so they can focus on things that actually make you money, like helping customers.
And this next one might be the most important part for any store owner. The IT risk? It's zero. Zilch. Nada. And here's why. The platform is read-only. It only looks at your transaction data. It never ever writes to your core POS database. What does that mean for you? It means it can get approved and installed in a snap because there's absolutely no risk to your system's source of truth.
So in the end, it all comes back to this one really powerful idea. Your POS system is absolutely essential for telling you what happened in the past. But if you want to command the future of your store, you need an intelligence layer on top of it. Something that tells you what all that data actually means, and even more importantly, tells you what to do about it right now.